latest updates, subscribe to News 9.
Hello and welcome. You're watching News 9 Digital with me, Prajwal Prasad. I will be speaking about the delivery of liquor to your doorsteps, and this has been made available now by the Ministry of Home Affairs too, because they finally went ahead and started taking a decision that they would make sure that liquor will be delivered, but also at the same point of time all sorts of precautions will be taken. But now there are a lot of questions as to how liquor will be delivered as well to your doorsteps too, because there are several rules too, and what is the sort of permission that needs to be obtained as well is also one of the questions that needs to be answered. So now, who will be delivering liquor? Will it be the shopkeeper himself who will be delivering liquor, or will there be any sort of online delivery partners who will be joining with these retailers as well as these wholesale liquor outlets to deliver? First and foremost, now the center has given green signal for both Zomato as well as Swiggy to deliver liquor to your doorsteps. But here comes the catch, because both Swiggy and Zomato only deliver food as well as any other sort of essential commodities as well. And this has come in newly, which was introduced by Uber, which was later brought in by Amazon too. But now, looking at how things are going on, it definitely seems to be quite difficult as well, because first and foremost, Swiggy as well as Zomato do not have permission to deliver liquor, because they need to obtain some sort of permission. Say for example, if you're taking Karnataka into consideration, you have the CL2, CL3, CL6, CL9 as well as CL11 in special cases, because you also have several brands too which were already doing liquor delivery as well. So now, how can it be done? How will they go on and deliver? There are two possibilities. Either they tie up with the retailer, or else they will make sure that they get a permission from the government, and after they get the permission from the government, they can stock up liquor and then sell it. But also there are several states which have their own time limits too. But when it comes to online food delivery, you do not have time limit, and if Swiggy and Zomato have already been brought into the game, you will need to go through the timings of the delivery, because Punjab has delivery from 9 in the morning to 1 in the evening, Karnataka has delivery from 9 in the morning to 7 in the evening, and apart from that you also have Mumbai as well as Delhi who have limited their deliveries till only 1 in the afternoon. So how will these apps work? Will there be a new coding which will be brought in? Even this is also one of the questions that needs to be answered. And clearly there is a lot of apprehensions over delivery of liquor online too, because this will definitely go ahead and cause a lot of chaos. And the Delhi High Court recently observed that majority of the public interest litigations that was filed clearly pointed out that there will be complete chaos when liquor will be delivered online, because some states have capped the amount of liquor per person or per individual to 2 liters. But there is also a catch here. If in a single house there are 10 people and 5 of them do not consume liquor and 5 of them do consume liquor, what they could do is all the 10 of them could use apps and they could order for 2 liters of liquor each, and in the end the consumption would shoot by over 2 liters per each of these people, which should not be done to. And also now home delivery of liquor could also be fraught with risks, and these are some of the things that need to be considered, and therefore some of the state governments are treating a very cautious path. But also, which are the states which have already given consent for online delivery of liquor? Delhi, Maharashtra, Punjab, Odisha, Jharkhand, as well as Tamil Nadu too. And what is very surprising over here is that Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu top the charts in the number of positive COVID-19 cases which has been reported, which amounts to almost 48% of India's overall COVID-19 positive cases. And Mumbai too started allowing delivery of liquor to the doorsteps in non-containment zones, but initially they came up with a token system, and this was also followed in the national capital. So what the people will have to do is they will have to click on the designated portal, take an appointment, order the liquor, and they will be given an e-token, and they will have to display the e-token. There will be no sort of transaction over the counter, only their parcel will be given and they will have to be brought in. But after that, at per 1 hour, for every 1 hour, there will be 50 tokens that will be given in. But also, once the server load started increasing, meaning to say that the number of orders started increasing, that is where all the problems started for the Mumbai as well as the Delhi governments too, because they started taking in server loads and servers started crashing. Once the server started crashing, we had many angry tipplers coming onto the roads too, and this led to a lot of untoward incidents. So now they have finally decided that they will be going ahead and delivering it to their doorsteps as well. But Swiggy and Zomato coming in is also raising in a lot of questions, because it is also causing a lot of revenue loss, especially for these retailers too, because they are saying that the Swiggy and Zomato, both of them are demanding a cut from the share of profits too, which cannot be done at this point of time, because all we need to understand is that all the businesses are bearing the brunt due to the COVID-19 too. So therefore now this is very important, which they will need to learn about. Now also coming to the excise law, what does the Excise Act say? What does the law say over here? The law clearly goes ahead and states that it will not give any sort of permission to any other delivery partner apart from the in-house owner itself. So this is the catch point. So will this Excise Act have to be amended? In fact, it will have to be amended too, and these delivery partners, so-called delivery partners, will definitely need to go ahead and take a permission from the respective governments as well. But what do the state governments lose over here? The state governments will end up in losing a lot of revenue, because we have always seen them that even when you sell non-essential products over here, you see that either the GST or any sort of tax that will be levied will be equivalent to the MRP, but these online delivery partners will reduce the amount of the selling price of each of the product, and they will add the remaining as tax, and then they will send it. And in this term, the states will also have a lot to lose out on this, and excise revenue is something which is very important, because Karnataka clocked a sale of 987 crore rupees in just 14 days, and that was the maximum, and in one single day they earned 123 crore rupees, and that was massive. And for a state like Karnataka, they're still treating a cautious path, because they do not want the online players to come into the market and upset their revenue or upset their apple cart as well. And many of these retail owners too have already started voicing out their opinion and saying that what the governments are doing is not right, and both the parties, that is the state government as well as the retailers, will lose out on a lot. But in the end, it will also be the tipplers who will be benefiting. But if they do not exercise any sort of caution, then it is a disaster. It is a ticking time bomb waiting to just blast in your face. So if you have liked this video, you can go ahead, share, comment, as well as subscribe too. Thank you for watching.